entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot!
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Detroit! Gone!
On 2nd down, Rosen throwing the out route incomplete. It's Nelson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's Rosen. He's going to rifle one deep left, and the defense loses it. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there for Arizona. 45 yards. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Leopard.
They'll run it with Johnson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more.
Leopard! No. Check. Patriot!
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Robert Kimdichi's pro day workout, I know it was only shorts, but that's about as good a workout I've seen from a defensive lineman in a long time. Incredible speed, quickness, and power all on display, and he used every bit of that to make that play.
He was such an athlete coming out of high school. I remember calling his bowl game in 2013 in Nashville. They lined him up and handed him the football as a running back. Well, not really a running back, a fullback, but he can just do a lot of things.
No doubt about it. The consensus #1 player in high school when he opted to go to Ole Miss.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw, gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
It's the Pro Bowl corner, Aqib Talib there to stop him. Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got the guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Underneath for Johnson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Cooks on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Throwing on third. Gone. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. On 2nd down, Johnson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Dumping it off for Johnson. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
No. Check. Patriot.
They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Detroit!
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Gets it to Bryce Butler, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals! Bryce Butler, 56 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Go, Salad! 180! Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Out of the gun. Gone. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Goff on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Listen.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They begin the drive with Johnson, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, here's Rosen. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. This one complete to Gresham. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Samson Ebukam not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. It's caught. Nelson. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
After the interception, here's Goff. Looking sideline, incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. gone. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, 34 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, this is Rashad Ross now. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
On play action, Rosen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Goff. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Third and long. It's gone. Going for a right side here. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. To throw is Rosen. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Rosen looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This is Johnson. He's got it. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gain of 38 there on third down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Lucky 56.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Rosen. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got him bracketed out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. And Dawson's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
14. 14.
2nd and 10, Goff again. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. On 1st and 10, Goff.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose. This game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team.
It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. They go to Johnson again. And he's got some space here. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Logan. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got him now.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. And they'll throw it with Rosen. Fitzgerald's got it right side. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Two-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Super one, super one. Value three.
On first down, gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Rosen will throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
On second down, here's Goff. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Gone. He's going to let it fly. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 56 yards. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. He finds an opening past the 40. Throw left side, caught by Butler. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Rosen. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship.